Hello. Today we are going to be working on how to solve an inequality. Yesterday we were talking about what an inequality is and the common symbols or signs for them. Today we're going to show how to solve them using a number line. So we're going to begin with the fact that an inequality uses the greater than, the greater than, the lesser than, greater than or equal to, lesser than or equal to compare two expressions. Another example of an inequality basically means it does not equal, and you will see this sign right here. Inequalities have an infinite number of solutions most of the time because of the fact that if it's less than 2, it could be 1, 0, -1, -2, -120. It could be a huge variety of numbers. Now we're going to look at these different signs and how you would graph them. This table is very important. I recommend that you screenshot it and crop it down so that you have this table as a resource. The inequality symbols are greater than. And when I'm doing a greater than symbol, I'm going to use an open circle. An open circle means that it is not equal to that number. And these are two graphs that you would see, or a graph and how you would write the inequality for greater than x is greater than 1. I don't have the 1 colored in. I have the 1 as an open circle, and then everything else is colored in because everything else can be a solution. With this one right here, less than, I have an open circle, but I go to the left. This one, an example is x is less than 1. It is not equal to 1. It is less than 1. So I have an open circle, and then I have it colored in all the way that way because it can be half. It could be 0.99. It doesn't have to be 1. It is not equal to 1, but it is anything that is less than 1. If I look at this third one right here, I see that greater than or equal to. Because it can be equal to with this one right here, I color in my circle, as you can see in this one. You color in the circle because it is equal to that, and it can be anything to the right. So an example is if x is greater than or equal to 1. I see that in my graph too. And the last one we're going to discuss is less than or equal to. With less than or equal to, I have a closed circle, and my arrow goes to the left. In my example, I have x equals, or x is less than or equal to 1. I believe in the next screen I can show you what about if it means not equal to. And so I'll take a minute and show that after we go through these two examples. So with this example right here, it says, is 0 a solution for x is greater than 2? Well, if I'm using this one right here, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to think, okay, it is greater than, it is not equal to. So I'm going to have an open circle on 2. Now I've got to think, okay, x is greater than, and so I need to fill in everything bigger than 2. So everything this way is the way my arrow goes. So is x or is 0 a number that I colored in? No, it isn't. That means is 0 a solution of x is greater than 2? No. 0 is definitely not a solution. And if you think about it, you know that x is greater than 2. Well, I know that 0 is less than 2. So obviously that one doesn't work. But I wanted to show you how it works with the number line. Another example we're going to do is number 2. Is 5 a solution of y is less than or equal to 10? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here at 10. And I'm going to put a circle. And then I'm thinking, is my circle open or closed? Well, this one, it equals. So my circle is closed. So let me color it in. And now I have to color in everything to the left because I'm coloring everything that is less than 10. Okay? And so when I'm coloring this in, okay, is 5 a solution of y is less than 10? Is 5 one of those numbers that I colored over? Yes, it is. And because it is, I would write yes, 5 is a solution. I'm going to explain one more thing while I am here. I know we don't have the picture of it, but I would like to explain it. If my answer is like y is not equal to 5, I would circle 5 and I would color in everything to the left and everything to the right. Y can be 2, Y can be 3, Y could be 1, Y could be 10, Y could be 9. Y just cannot equal 5. A common time you would see this is with ages. You could say, I am not 16, or my kids are not 16. My kids are 13, my kids are 15, my kids are 18, but my kids are not 16 years old right now. That is a great example. Okay, let's go to our next slide. Now we're going to discuss this. It says name 3 solutions for z is greater than 5. So the first thing I'm going to do is, just a minute. Let me get back to the slide. Right here. Sorry. Right here. Okay, sorry about that. So the first thing I am going to do is I am going to circle 5. Then I have to think, okay, z is greater than 5. So I have to do everything to the, and this is a little hint, if I have my mouth opening that way, I need to color in that way. So, especially if my variable is first. So with this one right here, I would start at 5 and I would color in everything that way of 5. And so my arrow points that same way. Now I have to think, what are 3 possible solutions? Well, I have lots of solutions. I have an infinite number of solutions. But if I'm looking at my chart, I have 6. I have 7. I have 9. I can make up numbers. I have 196,231. I have an infinite number of solutions. So on this kind of problem where you are given the chance to name 3 solutions, you just have to make sure that you have 3 realistic solutions. And all 3 of these are realistic. So let's look at number 4. It says name 3 solutions of x is greater than or equal to 4. So I am going to circle 4. Then I'm going to be like, wait a minute. It is also equal to 4, so I need to color it in. So I color it in, and now I have to make my arrow the correct way, my line and my arrow the correct way. So 3 possible solutions could be 4. They could be 4.5. They could be 8. They could be 12. They can be 791. There's a huge variety of answers I could have. Now let's look at our next slide. We're just going to be graphing a few more inequalities. Let's graph the inequality. X is less than 7. It is less than, it is not equal to, so I'm going to have an open circle. And because it's less than, I am just going to move and color it going that way. Now let's look at graph the inequality. X is greater than or equal to 4. I'm going to start with 4, but it is also equal, greater than or equal to, so I need to color in 4. And then I look at what way my direction, my symbol goes, and it goes this way. So greater than 4. I hope that helped you today on our assignment. Good luck, and I'll talk to you again.